the channel to get the updated videos first. Liverpool are in the market for center backs, and it seems they won't shy away from paying the big bucks to sign a top target if push comes to shove next summer. Virgil van Dijk is closing in on signing a new contract with Liverpool, but the club are almost certain to sign a center back in the upcoming transfer windows. Liverpool are said to be considering bringing in a defender in the winter window, but the club are aware that top targets are only likely to be available next summer. The Merseyside Giants have been keeping tabs on several defenders, but there are a few players who are at the top of their wish list in the upcoming windows. Leipzig signed the Frenchman from Lyon in 2023, and he has been proving his worth in German football over the last season and a half. He recently signed a new contract with the German club, but that hasn't stopped his suitors from trying to sign him next summer. According to Spanish outlet Fichajes, Real Madrid and Liverpool are pushing to secure a deal for the defender's signature. Leipzig do not want to sell him, but he has £75.5 million release clause in his contract, which could take the matter out of the German club's hands. Liverpool and Real Madrid are prepared to shell out that fee to snare him away from Leipzig in the summer transfer window. If the Reds end up paying that clause, they would end up paying more than what they forked out for Virgil van Dijk in 2018. However, a deal is unlikely to happen in January, as such big moves very rarely take place in the middle of the season. Liverpool will face the prospect of going against Real Madrid, who are prepared to invest heavily in their defense in the next summer transfer window. It remains to be seen whether the Reds decide to shell out the big bucks to bring in a potential successor to Van Dijk. Report: Liverpool offer surprising deal to sign £35,000 a week. Midfielder Liverpool made strengthening their midfield a priority during the summer transfer window, with Real Sociedad's Martin Zubimendi identified as their top target. However, after Zubimendi decided to stay at Anoeta, the Reds chose not to pursue any other midfield signings before the deadline. Instead, they secured Federico Chiesa from Juventus in a late £12.5 million deal. Chiesa has struggled to find his footing at Anfield, having played just 78 minutes so far and is currently sidelined with an injury that will keep him out until after the November international break. If Chiesa's situation doesn't improve by January, he may request a transfer during the winter window, with AC Milan reportedly interested in acquiring him. In the meantime, the same report claims that manager Arne Slot has called for the addition of a new midfielder in the upcoming transfer window, with Zubimendi still Liverpool's top choice. However, it is unlikely that Real Sociedad will allow the 24-year-old to leave mid-season. As a result, Liverpool is now exploring alternative options, with Milan's Tijani Reinders emerging as their preferred target. The Reds are even considering a surprise swap deal involving Chiesa to bring the Dutch midfielder to Merseyside. Reinders, who earns around £35,000 a week at San Siro, previously worked with Slot at AZ Alkmaar, so the pair are already familiar with each other. The 26-year-old is a versatile player capable of operating in defensive, central, and attacking midfield roles. So far this season, Reinders has scored 3 goals and provided 2 assists in 12 appearances for Milan. He also netted a brace in Milan's last Champions League match against Club Brugge and will look to impress further when facing the defending champions, Real Madrid, tonight. Liverpool's predicted starting lineup against Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool are currently top of their Champions League group, having won all 3 matches so far. Tonight, they will face Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen, with Anfield legend Xabi Alonso returning to his former stomping ground. However, Liverpool will be missing a few key players due to injuries. Harvey Elliott, Alisson Becker, Diogo Jota, and Federico Chiesa are all unavailable. Ibrahima Konate, who picked up a knock against Brighton, will be available for selection. Kaoim Kelleher is expected to continue in goal. Virgil van Dijk will partner Joe Gomez in central defense, with Konate possibly rested ahead of the weekend's Premier League clash against Aston Villa. Trent Alexander-Arnold will start at right back, while Andy Robertson returns on the left, meaning Konstantinos Tsimikas could be dropped to the bench. In midfield, Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis Mac Allister are likely to be paired together, with Curtis Jones playing in the number 10 role ahead of Dominic Szoboszlai. Luis Diaz should return to the left-wing position, replacing Cody Gakpo, with Mohamed Salah continuing on the right. Darwin Núñez will lead the line in the absence of Jota. Despite both being in their 30s, Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk show no signs of slowing down. Both players are reportedly keen to extend their contracts with Liverpool. Van Dijk has confirmed he's in talks with the club over a new deal, while Salah hinted at his own desire to stay following his stunning goal against Brighton. Salah has previously suggested that this season could be his last, but his recent comments and strong performances indicate he might be open to a new contract. Salah's potential new deal could be a 3-year contract, with Gakwa's Richard Keys and Bako, Micah Richards, both suggesting that the Egyptian star is looking to remain at Anfield despite the lucrative offers from Saudi Arabia. Given Salah's status as the highest-paid player at Liverpool and his standing as one of the best players in the world, it's unclear why he would leave for a less glamorous destination when he's already thriving on Merseyside. In other transfer news, there are reports suggesting that Trent Alexander-Arnold is intrigued by the prospect of moving to Real Madrid. The 26-year-old is said to be enticed by the idea of playing for one of the most successful clubs in football history and joining his friend Jude Bellingham at the Santiago Bernabeu. A former Manchester United scout, Mick Brown, has even stated that he believes Alexander-Arnold has already made up his mind to leave Liverpool for Los Blancos. Real Madrid is reportedly keen on securing the right back for a cut-price deal, with the player valued at around £58.8 million. Joining Madrid could give Alexander-Arnold the opportunity to become part of the club's star-studded Galactico lineup, despite the club's underwhelming start to the season. A move could also offer him the chance to compete for more silverware, but Liverpool will likely fight to retain one of their most valuable assets. With Chiesa's future uncertain and Alexander-Arnold reportedly weighing up his options, Liverpool's squad could see significant changes in the near future. The club will be hoping to resolve these situations while continuing their strong start to the season.